On the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the gun, the running back has it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide-open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Dances away from the heat. And the ball's on the ground. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Oh, he was hoping for the pick six. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
It is so awesome, Palmer, to see the best athletes on the field with the ball in their hands. The defensive lineman, baby, scooping up the fumble, trying to get it to the house. He might have ran out of gas a little bit of steam lost, and he gets caught. But what a play by the big D line.
Look at the big fella rumbling and stumbling and bumbling down the field. I'll tell you what, it wouldn't shock if that guy at some point played running back earlier in his life, maybe when he was 8 years old. But hey, give the guy credit. He completely flips the field. Not only recovers the fumble, but now sets his offense up in great field position.
They'll keep it on the ground. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
On first and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Fast motion from the offense. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're bringing heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Hey, it's really frustrating when you get a guy in a spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. The Knights get it past the sticks.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with the pads.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
The Knights are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's now second and goal.
Couldn't get any closer on first down. Now second and goal from the 9. He's looking to throw. Dances away. Ball in the air. Intercepted. The 50. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
That's the end of the first quarter. Memphis 14, UCF 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Knights want to move quickly. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Shakes off the tackle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They go to the counter. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
Number 32.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
14. UCF 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The run to the right. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
Man, you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, Memphis! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. ULM looked less like a group of Warhawks and more like a bunch of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Monroe, And today they found a way outside of Malone Stadium. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On target. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Going for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw it again. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Memphis! A great catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Tosses it back. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
The offense tries a little razzle-dazzle. They try and dial up a flea flicker, but the defense was not fooled. They stayed home in the back end, and they ended up coming up with the pin.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Maddox. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Oh, gave the defender the business. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
Ball carried by the running back. Someone brings up second down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Memphis needs to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And he makes the grab at the 20. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Memphis will be forced to punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fair catch called for and made. Offense getting set for 1st down. Leaves it with the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong. And I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up. And usually, they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Snagged in the middle. It's Kennedy. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Knights! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UTEP has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 31 over Minnesota. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Working that left side now. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw. It's Maddox. Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis! And the punishment has been extended.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They'll give it on the counter. Can't get him to the ground. Turns it on at midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Memphis 38, UCF 14.
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCF.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the ground. He's got it again.
Running back is the ball carrier. He ends up getting tackled at the 34-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points, and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play, and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, UCF!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Offense in a bunch formation. The option look. Oh, he got loose. Oh, look out. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Hands it off. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's the handoff. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? To To the air. It's Maddox. He's right on target. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They want that clock to run. Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry up.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen...
Gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Line getting set on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Getting some heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. A third and long coming up here. Hand off from the shotgun. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Knights! He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys. You see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. once again. What do you think about that? Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On second down, he'll fire. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's going to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to grow.
Picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, UCF.
Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. And now the ball is knocked free. Recovered by the kicking team. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying...